All right, it's about to be red. Go ahead, let's start.
And we are back, man. Another beautiful day going live on a Thursday. Welcome back out to the Waterboy Show, one of the greatest shows in the world and the greatest sports show in the city of Atlanta, the new voice of sports talk in Atlanta. Ain't that right, Aaron? Yes, the new voice. All right, man. Yeah, man. Let's go. But anyway, man, we welcome y'all out. Like we always say, you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you here listening to me and my partner, Crazy Sales, and we appreciate y'all, everybody in the Waterboy Show family. Listen, before we get too deep into it, let's get into what we talk about every single show, and that is digital currency. Digital currency. What that is you just showing love, going into your heart, going on your computer, going on your phone, showing us some love with a like, a share, a subscribe, telling somebody about the show, a 5-star rating, a comment on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, believe it or not, all those ratings, all those comments, and all those likes, shares, and subscriptions help the show. And we really appreciate y'all, and we thank you so much for your participation and helping us to continue to rise as we talk about these blood pressure birds and these Atlanta Hawks and these Braves that's doing work right now. The city of Atlanta is doing a little work right now. And after you do that, go and shop with some real merch. Go to our 285clothing.com website. That is 285clothing.com. Go to the website, shop with us, get you some of this Waterboy Show merch, get you some of the Blood Pressure Birds merch. We're getting ready to have the Move shirts. If you know my skit that's telling people who complain about the city of Atlanta, you not from here, move. If you know about that, we got the shirts coming. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for the Neat One shirts. Go to the website, get that. Atlanta made, everything Atlanta culture and the Waterboy Show you can find on 285clothing.com. And with that said, it's time to get right down to business. Breaking news. I wish we had that bulletin sound, man. That old school bulletin sound. You know, they used to play on the radio whenever there was a bulletin and they needed to hurry up. Yeah. What? What is it? I don't hear anything. No, that didn't work.
Hey, man, please.
That didn't work.
We just lost 10 viewers.
I'm trying to tell you, man, this man's making noise. He making jokes. Aaron was being a good mood, man.
Hey, shout out to Screwball, what's that, dude, whatever he said, Belly Gang Cushman and White Dolomite look like they be rich sons. They are my sons. They're my long-lost sons, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you taught them how to rap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me hear some.
Hot butterscotch.
We'll pass. Let's go ahead and get that shut down. But look, breaking news around the NFL and in the city of Atlanta. Trust me, it is breaking news, not just in the city of Atlanta, but it's also breaking news in the NFL, period. Today was the day that James Pearce Jr. went to court, and they had to get a plea deal worked out. If a plea deal was not worked out, they more than likely would have had to go to a trial, take it to the courtroom, but something was worked out. And James Pearce Jr., if he finishes all other requirements given by the court, some classes, and I don't know all the full details. I don't think everything has been released. But as long as he complies with the court's demands and requirements, all charges will be dismissed and dropped on James Pearce Jr. in the case that happened down in Florida with him and his girlfriend. So, look. Let's just start right now.
And she's agreed to that. And let me say this.
Yeah, she did. She agreed to it and her lawyer.
I think you're about to say the same thing I'm about to say.
No, go ahead.
First and foremost, I don't condone any domestic violence amongst men or women or men on men, women on women, whatever it is. I don't condone that. Shouts out to the young lady. And I know she had to agree to this. So a shouts out to her. Hopefully everything's all right with her mentally. And let's James Pearce Jr., man, please go get your head right, man, and come back to the Falcons. And let's goddamn have a great season and you lead the league in sacks.
Okay, so look, let's talk about it. James Pearce Jr., looks like he's going to, like I say, man, if your charges get dropped, you're going to avoid any jail time, of course. But still looming, which I think a lot of us are expecting, will be some sort of suspension from the league, possibly. We know the NFL does not like to be put in a bad light. They come down on suspensions. Some cases a little more severe than others. Sometimes it can be a head scratch on who gets suspended and who doesn't. Sometimes the charges and the situation is way worse, and they fly under the radar and get a game. Sometimes somebody can have something that can be considered not as bad, and they get suspended a lot of games. So we don't know exactly what the suspension will be for James Pearce Jr. We do know all the details around it when it came out was definitely something that was a stain and a black eye on the league at the time as far as news and the way the league was shown and the Falcons. So I think we can expect some kind of suspension. Now, what that is, only time will tell. But for right now, for James Pearce Jr. and his family, and with Rakia Jackson and her lawyer agreeing to the charges being dismissed, I would say that this is a win for James Pearce Jr., and I'm sure he's looking forward to continuing his career and moving forward in this situation.
Yeah, I was thinking like before the news today, he was gonna probably get 10 game suspension. I'm looking at probably like 5 to 6 games now. I'm thinking if any, because the charges did get dropped. I know the NFL will go and do their due diligence, but the charges still was dropped. So I don't know. We shall see. I don't think James Pearce Jr. was a distraction to the team. I think he, brought good for football purposes. He brought positivity to the team. So going from there, man, I really hope that James Pearce Jr. gets his head right and no more domestic violence or anything negative comes out of from him. I want to see nothing but positivity. I want to see him doing his thing. So congratulations to him on that. My heart goes out to Rakia Jackson, and I hope everything's all right with her. And let's move past this. And like I said, when it first happened, I was kind of down about it. I'm like, damn, man, like we finally get somebody that can rush the passer, and now this happens. So the season wasn't as exciting to me, coming up. I'm like, dang, we gotta wait, and we didn't know what if he was gonna be. There's people saying his NFL career may be over, this or that. So now today, waking up hearing that news, I feel a lot better about the Falcons' future. I don't know how this season's going until, like I said, I don't have no expectations for the Falcons this season. Next season I will. So let's see how it goes, man. I'm excited about what's to come for the Falcons defense.
Yeah, I mean, this is huge. This is huge news for the Atlanta Falcons. I will say this. When it comes to James Pearce, you don't know me. He doesn't know who I am. I don't know if he's ever heard anything what I show or even cared. But I will say this just as someone who's older than him. He's young enough to actually be my son. So I will say this, man. This is a learning point. This is a time for you to get better. This is a time for you to self-reflect, figure out the things you need to do to improve and keep situations like this from happening ever again. I'm sure that you've gone and you've talked to family, you've talked to God, and I want to believe that without even me having to know that you're sorry about the situation that happened, and you definitely have remorse. But take this time, man. Take this time to improve. Us as men, we have to come to a time when we make mistakes and we're involved in things that are not the correct way that we should act as men. We need to use those as ways to improve and to get better. However the situation went, I wasn't there to say every single detail, but from the way it looked and the altercation with the police and running in a car and the things that have been said coming from her side that were done, please take this time to get better. Use this as a point to say, no more. Never will I have something like this happen again. I'm going to be the man I want to be, and all those who love me want me to be, and who God put me here to be, man. I pray that everything continues to grow for you, and that you continue to, when I say grow, I ain't just talking about football. I'm talking about mentally, spiritually, emotionally, as a person, and that you continue to become the man that I'm sure your family wants you to be and that you want to be, man. So, and Rakia Jackson, I pray that she's able to continue to heal and everything go well. But when it comes to just the football side, the Atlanta Falcons 100% got to win in this particular situation. And now we'll just see if any suspension comes down and what that suspension will be.
Hey, Trey. Dre Low ATL says, Playboy Trey don't look happy at all. You not happy about this news for the Falcons?
I don't know what he's talking about. What I
think
need
he's talking about you not happy.
What I need to do? I need to dance. I need to dance a jig right quick. I need to do a little soft shoe
Yeah,
play.
there you
what
go.
I need to do?
Do that again.
What I need to do?
I like the way your elbows was going.
What I need to do?
Yeah.
I'm out there looking like one of them things that blow in the wind during tax time, and that's out in front of car dealership.
No, I just thought about taxes.
How
you thought about taxes?
What I need to do?
So the tax people do have that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I do. Right.
But tax season just left.
Yeah.
I know all about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Look. I'm happy that the young man can move forward. And the whole situation was messed up. So I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna start doing jumping jacks and push-ups because there still was a young woman that was seriously affected by this particular situation. So I'm not just gonna sit here like, yeah, but from a football standpoint. And as a man, he can move forward. I'm happy that he can move forward, and I pray that he takes this time to grow and to move forward. And for the Falcons, yeah, it's a win. But I'm not diving off the table or doing any kind of dances in front of everybody for that. But it's funny that he said, Playboy Trey, man, he don't look happy at all, man. Hey, I'm not mad at the situation, but I'm also not acting like I just saw my firstborn come out, man.
So no soft shoe. No soft shoe.
No, we'll leave that for you, Stan, Aaron. You know what I'm saying?
Staring,
man, but shout out to Dro, shout out to Dre Low ATL, man. We appreciate you, man. Always showing love and coming, man. So yeah, that's the news of the day. And coming into the draft, I think that's big news coming right into the draft. Yeah. I think the Atlanta Falcons already had a plan in place. As you saw, they start bringing in multiple pass rushers, almost looking like it's going to be like a pass rush by committee. Let's bring in a few guys, and let's see who can rise to the top and be that guy for us. We got Ojulari. Of course, we got the linebacker out of Houston from the Texans who made a lot of plays.
I like him. I think
the linebacker position. Now he is replacing, looking to what they could replace Caden Ellis's production. I think he's one of the linebackers they brought in to replace that production. But if you remember, Caden Ellis, though he was not a defensive end, he was somebody that they depended on to get home when it came to a blitz and bring pressure and get some sacks. So hopefully we brought in some guys who, by committee, can get it done, and now James Pearce Jr. can get added back to that mix when he comes back from whatever suspension or if he doesn't get suspended at all.
Well, recently I was added to the payroll. Don't forget, man, Trey Anderson was the starter before Caden Ellis.
Come on.
So, Caden Ellis came in after Trey Anderson was starting and got hurt and had one of his greatest games ever. So I'm saying, Trey Anderson's gonna have a great year, and the guy from Houston, he's gonna be just icing on the cake, baby. Let's go.
Do it. I really like. Listen, man. This is the last time I'm gonna say this on the show, and if you don't listen to me, it's gonna get personal, man. Off the show.
Why?
Because Troy Anderson clearly has paid you some damn money to talk about him, and I ain't got a cut. Where the money at, Aaron?
Shout out to Aaron got a cut. Aaron got his cut.
Oh, so y'all two ninjas in cahoots. Oh, yeah. It's definitely going down. You know what I'm saying? Shouts
out to Team Anderson.
It's definitely going down. Listen,
Shouts out
man.
to Team Troy.
I don't know who paid you or who on Troy Anderson's team got to you, but you got to stop it, my guy. You have got
this
to
Troy
stop
Anderson
it.
Water right here.
No, that's Aaron's water. Shout out.
Talk to that water.
Yeah, man. Shout
I'm
out
talking
to Lord.
To water.
Shout out to Aaron's water.
Let's taste it.
Local hydration. I
taste
tasted it when we did the thing with Nate Wiggins.
Guess what?
I'm still on this Troy Anderson shit.
I
need my money.
Let's move.
I need my money.
So I used some of the money last night to go to see the Michael movie.
Some of what money?
Some of the Troy Anderson money.
Okay.
And I did. I did.
To go see Mike. Boy, you off the wall.
Hey, look, I bought the 40X tickets where you be moving around.
So when Mike moonwalk, your seat moved?
Yes, I was moonwalking in the movies. I know how to moonwalk now.
What happened when his hair caught on fire?
I was hot. I was hot. It got hot for a second. Hey, man, for real, listen.
Pass out.
Nah, real talk, listen. That movie, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Go see it. We all know the Michael Jordan story. Man,
the Michael Jordan story, the Michael Jackson.
The Michael Jackson story.
Did he?
Go ahead, get it out. Get it out.
Did he get his sixth ring after Thriller? I mean, what happened?
All right,
Trying to face the Michael Jordan, the Michael Jackson story.
The Michael Jackson story.
Okay.
I saw the Michael Jackson story last night.
Oh, let me ask you before you get. I'm gonna let you continue. Did you feel it when Joe whooped him?
He got
felt
whooped.
pain?
He did get whooped.
You felt the pain?
Man, I did. So look, man, I didn't. Did you know like how hard it was for Michael Jackson to fire his daddy?
I bet it was
So
hard.
Michael Jackson was in his 20s. I'm just gonna tell a brief part of it. Joe Jackson wanted to whoop him after he got fired, but Catherine, she said, "You're not gonna whoop him. You're not gonna whoop him." He was gonna whoop him.
That's wild.
Go see the movie, man. Great movie. One of the best movies I had. I like Bohemian Rhapsody. These were the same people that did that movie. It moves along just like the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. They show the fans aspect. They show them interacting with the fans, the concerts. It was awesome, man. Great movie, 10 out of 10. And Jermaine Jackson's son, boy, at times I really thought that was Michael Jackson. Real talk.
Hey, it stayed in the family.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Let me ask you this, man. And then we're gonna get on back to some sports. Could you fire a parent?
Poof, yeah, but I wouldn't want to. I could fire my dad because I ain't never really know my dad, so fuck him.
Damn.
You're fired. now, my mama, that's going to be harder, man.
What about Cook?
Man, Cook would have been all right, though. Like,
That ain't what I asked you, man.
Nah, I couldn't fire old Cook, man.
I know you
I
had
couldn't.
nothing but great
Yeah,
things to say
man, my
about him.
stepdad, man. I couldn't fire him, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I could.
You could fire your dad. Bro, your dad was a coach. He's a coach you.
I could fire
Was
a
that
parent.
hard being the coach's son, bro?
Oh, man, dog. I ain't get no love out there.
I ain't never talked to you about this.
I get into some stories another episode. I ain't get no love out there.
Well, he's like, Joe's like, shut up, big nose. He come right, big nose.
And that why the man knows.
I think so.
That's why. Self-conscious. Yeah, I could fire a parent. I ain't gonna lie. It would be very tough to fire my mother. Extremely tough to fire my mother because she's gone to the ends of earth, hell or high water. She's always shown up for me and all of her children. And hell, my friends. She's shown up for all my friends like she's been their mother.
Oh, definitely. You got mad at me last year. Two years ago.
Rightfully so, but we don't have to talk about it.
No, it ain't nothing bad. It's just I love your mama.
To me, it was bad.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. What you saying.
Yeah,
but I mean,
it was bad.
What
to
I'm
me.
saying is, to the people out there, it wasn't nothing bad. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But if I had to, I think I could fire her if I had to, only because she's a very logical person. And if I came to her and laid out why this is a good move, she would step aside. If I came out and laid it out to my mom, this is why this is a really good move. This is why I need to make this move. Mm-hmm. She would step aside. Yeah. She gonna talk about it if it mess up, but it better work.
Yeah.
You know,
she gonna get hard. Hey, look, the water, all right, man. I told you, man. It ain't better than eternal, but it's good.
All right, look. Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to more business now that we got through the breaking news. Atlanta Hawks.
Ooh, we haven't talked about this. Let's talk about it.
Man, today is game 3. Game 3 will be tonight in the A. I remember.
Hey, you gotta fix your board, man. I'm sorry, LCD. But go ahead,
okay.
game 3.
I'll fix that, man. Here, why don't you fix it, man?
I'll fix it.
Why don't you fix it, man?
Right.
Why don't you fix it, man? Let's see what you're gonna write. Can you spell?
Oh, I can't.
Can you spell?
Oh, that's an easy fix.
You got that Albany State education.
Hey, man. Albany State. I fixed it.
Okay. Hawks need to win game 3. Yes,
that was
they
an easy
do.
Fix.
The Atlanta Hawks play the New York Knicks game 3. Game 2 in New York, they pulled out a win, 107-106.
1 point.
1 point win. I mean, it came down to the wire. Came down to really, man, like Mikal Bridges hit it was a shot on the side, but he hit the rim. Could have went in just as much as he missed it.
Aaron,
it could have went in.
Be rich, be knowing. Keep going.
I mean, hey,
be rich, be knowing, boy.
Okay, he missed that shot.
What'd I say?
You can't say that for every game. He did miss that shot. And guess what? Brunson could have missed that shot. Anybody could have missed that shot. You don't know that for a fact.
Hey, look.
Because Brunson had been worked. Brunson had been worked on defense. The end of that fourth quarter.
Did you see the
footwork? Man, Brunson had been worked in the last like 5 minutes, especially the last 3. Brunson had been worked. Man, so the Atlanta Hawks pull off the 107-106 comeback on the New York Knicks, fourth quarter, straight up defense. Shout out to Coach Quinn. Shout out to the players. Shout out for C.J. McCollum for coming through, doing his thing. What are your thoughts on that victory before we move on to what we need to do in game 3?
Man, all I got to say is be rich, be knowing. I say, take Brunson out the game. I said that Cat not going to show up. I said they don't have no go-to finishers, man. That's how I view New York. Now, they got good players that can hit the last game shot, but they don't want the ball. Like, when C.J. McCollum, man, was at the line and I saw he was like a 70% free throw shooter, I was like, damn. I said, I know he's not going to miss these free throws. He missed both the free throws, and people didn't realize that the Madison Square Garden timekeeper, they was trying to like cheat. They had a timeout up there when the Knicks didn't have no timeout, so that's why they had to go like that. Because
I know they ain't having time.
Yeah, but see, the people at TV thought so.
TV thought they did, and that's why they came down.
So I'm like, why they not calling timeout? Why they not calling timeout? But man, they got it down there, man. He shot that ball, man. It was like, oh, please don't go.
It was good defense on that play as well.
It was. Tell me.
No, Jalen Johnson, he got a hand in his face.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a shot that Mikal Bridges has not hit before, but they didn't let him just get down there and get free. They at least contested the shot.
Now the pressure's on Cat because everybody's criticizing how Cat didn't show up in the fourth quarter, and I like that. When the pressure's on him, he's gonna phase out. That's why he's out of Minnesota. So hey, tonight we in Black Hollywood, man. The people gonna come out. Y'all, please pay attention to Atlanta. Pay attention to the courtside seats, man. We're gonna be living it up, man. The city's on fire, bro. I'm excited about tonight's game. We have home court advantage with the crowd. Let's hopefully we can take care of that. And you know what? What I'm proud of, y'all. You know what I'm proud of, Esther and Aaron? Jalen Johnson has not had a real smooth series. And I think it's gonna come together. I think he's gonna have a complete game. Dyson Daniels, keep doing what you're doing. And what I say, be rich, be knowing. What I say about C.J. McCullough at BT and Ferrari, man, 96.1 iHeartRadio, man.
You say he can score 50.
I did say that, but hey,
he hasn't scored 50
but my point is, my point is, he's a game changer and he's gonna take over. And watch, he's gonna hit 50 in this series.
My thing is this, man. C.J. McCollum still at his age. The other players gonna have to show up and give more production because we can't depend on C.J. McCollum to bail them out every single game. But shout out to C.J. McCollum. But I will say this about the Knicks. Listen, we can talk about Cat didn't show up. We can talk about the other guys ain't want the shot. But we're not giving enough credit to the defense that was played by the Atlanta Hawks, Coach Quinn and his staff.
You're right.
The way they took away the pick and roll, the way they kept Jalen Brunson and Cat from doing the pick and roll, the way they kept Brunson and Hart from playing off each other. Like, these were real things that were done out on the court that we have to give them credit for. Too much we say, this player didn't come through, this player didn't do that. But the other team, they play a part in that. The other team, they play a part in that. And as much as I think Jalen Johnson is in his head some, I also think the Knicks have done a good job of keeping him to just being a half-court player. Mm-hmm. Now, our friend Moss B, good friend to the show from over there at Atlanta Culture, he believes Jalen Johnson is not a good half-court player. And he believes as long as the game slows down and they have to go to half-court, we're going to see struggles out of Jalen Johnson. I'm hoping tonight that we are able to hit the break a little more. We are able to get on more fast breaks. Defense will lead to some fast breaks, just like stripping the ball from Jalen Brunson, getting it out to Jalen Johnson, and that dunk at the end, getting that dunk and that flex near the end for us to go up forward with, I think, about maybe 10 seconds left. Hopefully that'll be good for Jalen Johnson's confidence, and the boys will come home and play.
Man, I think we went up by like 5 because
4.
You sure?
100%.
Okay.
Because Jalen Brunson came down
and hit a
3. We were down. We were up 1. Okay. C.J. McCollum missed 2 free throws.
Yeah.
They get the ball, and they had an opportunity to win the game.
Man, I tell you, bro, like that right there, I was like, wow, we about to pull it off. When he dunked the ball, on that steal, did you see Kuminga kind of push C.J. into that steal? Like, look at it very closely. Kuminga, he kind of gives C.J. a nudge, and right when he nudged him.
Which steal?
At the end of the game,
when Nikhil.
No. Kuminga pushed Nikhil.
Yeah, you had said CJ. That's why I was.
I'm sorry. Correct. Yeah, Kuminga pushed into the steal. Y'all go back and watch the highlights. It's just that little slight push, and it kind of like gave momentum, and then he left-handed picked him, bro. It was awesome.
I mean, I ain't gonna give Kuminga no credit on that. I'm gonna give he played an awesome game, but I'm gonna give Nikhil credit for being there. He didn't get lost. He was where he needed to be. His feet were where they needed to be. Like he played excellent defense on that. I'm not gonna give another man the credit for where that man was doing. I mean, I will, but I'm not gonna take it away from Nikhil. I gotta give.
I'm not taking away from
Nikhil
either because he still had to do the.
But we giving Kuminga the glory in that play.
No,
I'm
not giving.
When Kuminga had a great game in a lot of other areas. I'm gonna big him up on the way he attacked
Did you see him
the basket.
block Brunson?
Dog, like the way he attacked the basket, the way he attacked the passing lanes, like he was busy all night. He was like a spark plug off of the bench. Let's hope that Kuminga can continue to be that until they get to an offseason and they're able to decide, is Kuminga going to be one of the guys that we can put into the starting role, and we've developed him to be the exact guy we believe he can be. But until then, come off the bench, be the spark plug, play tough defense. Man, because Kuminga at his size, he can stay with Brunson. He can be on McHale, but he also can fight with Cat. Cat can't just muscle Kuminga around. Now, it's still a tough order. It's not easy because Cat, and that's why you and other people really be on Cat, because he has the size to really dominate. There's no one on our team that really should be able to stick with Cat if he just buckle down and use his body and use everything that God gave him. There's no one on our team that should be able to stop him. But too many times, he does get stopped, and he does favor the jump shot, and he does play on the perimeter a little more than I think he should. I think maybe he could get down in the paint, especially in crunch time. Down them last 30 seconds or whatever, get down there.
I'm going to tell you something he does with. Like, he has the tools to be one of the greatest. But, like, I say something that I like that he does. Whenever, like, the Knicks are shooting, like, a jump shot, he'll come in, he'll just run into the basket, and he'll get a dunk or a layup, man. Like offensive rebound, dunk, a layup. Like, when he gets his mind into that, if you go watch game one, he just ate the Hawks up at that. And I'm like, damn, if he just could play more consistently, and just be a dominant 7-footer that he is, he'll be all right. But like I said, man, he ain't got it in him, bro.
Well, truth be told, Cat is easily the second best player in this series. But does he play up to his ability all the time? To your point, no, he does not. A lot of people, that's why there's a lot of criticism around Cat, because he has all the God-given tools and the skill and talent to be a dominant basketball player. And sometimes people feel like he does not. But I will say this. The Atlanta Hawks, they play a part the Knicks and how low they scored in that fourth quarter. And I give it to them. They kept fighting, man. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks for not giving up. Shout out to them for not backing down. Just keep swimming. And that what Dory said in Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Hey, man. Coach, you know what I'm talking about. Coach Key, he know. Hey, man, the players, they got to just keep swimming, keep playing, put yourself in a position to win. All right, so now we come to tonight's game, Game 3.
Yes.
It's time for the Atlanta Hawks to have their damn Macaulay Culkin movement.
What?
It's time for them to have their Macaulay Culkin move. Ain't that his name?
From black and white, the video?
No.
Home Alone?
Home Alone.
He was in black and white video too.
Okay, I don't think about Michael Jackson when thinking him. I think about Home Alone, because that's where I'm going with it. It's time for them to protect their damn house.
Okay. All right, Home Alone.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's time for them to have their Kevin from Home Alone moment. It's time for them to say, Kevin and Jalen Johnson.
You know what?
And Jalen Johnson and Nikhil, they put all the marbles down. It's time for them to ice up the steps. It's time for them to play all the movies, the gangster movies that sound like gunshots.
Yeah.
It's time for them to get all the pots and pans falling down and setting people's hair on fire when they come in the house and protect State Farm Arena. It's time for them to have their Kevin Home Alone moment.
Hey,
Let's go Hawks.
We had that Home Alone 2 moment in Game 2. We protected New York, man. We protected the house of New York, and we won.
Okay.
That's a good analogy, man.
Yeah,
I like
man.
that, man.
It's time for us to have our Home Alone moment. Let me tell you something, man. Jalen Johnson has not had the greatest of series. Nikhil Alexander-Walker
showing up tonight.
has not had the greatest of series. When you talk about their offensive output, right? Like when you look at some of the scoring that they've had, it's been what you say was kind of quiet. Jalen Johnson played 36 minutes, 17 points, 6 for 12, 0 for 3 from 3, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds. Nikhil came away with 9 points. So let me tell you something, man.
Nikhil only had 9 points last game?
Yes, sir.
That's it? Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Nikhil Alexander Walker. 38 minutes, 9 points, 3 for 12, 2 for 5 from 3.
How many steals and blocks did he have?
He had 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 0 steals, 3 blocks.
Why would that last one want to steal? Like he stole the ball right from Brunson.
I don't know. That's what they have.
That's
stats
weird.
Now. It is. It is because he did steal it.
Yeah. That was a steal. I don't know what they call that.
That's what they have down.
Yeah.
That's what they have on the box score. For whatever reason, that's what they have on the box score. 0 steals. Maybe they gave it to somebody else. But let me tell you something, man. A lot of Knicks fans come in and they find this content because Knicks fans are everywhere. They love the Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks fans who've been in here, who have come in and that have participated in the conversation in a cool and respectful way and just want to talk basketball. Shout out to all y'all.
But we
Shout out
had
to
some.
all y'all.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, let me do me, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me do the show. You know what I'm saying? But to y'all Knicks fans, to the ones who come in and you want to have something to say, you want to spread your Spike Lee jizz all over the comment section.
Your jack-o'-lantern jizz.
You know what I'm saying? You want to spread that all over the comment section. We don't need that over here, my guy. We don't need that. All that trash talk, all that negativity, all that blah, blah, blibbity, blah, blah, blah. Boy, you better stop. We gonna slap the chopped cheese out of you and your favorite auntie when the Atlanta Hawks face off against the New York Knicks in State Farm Arena. Stay out the comments if you want to talk ball from a respectful standpoint. You're more than welcome. We appreciate you, son. Keep doing your thing, God. But for all y'all, but for all y'all that got something to say, yo, son, get up out of here, son. No, son.
Hey,
Get up out of here, son.
So look, if the auntie had the chopped cheese, she about to bite it, right?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
What you gonna do? You just gonna
kinda
knock
weird.
it out of her, man?
Well,
you gonna slap the chopped cheese out of her mouth?
Well, I'm gonna let one of the WNBA players do that. We're gonna let Andrew Reese do that. You know what I'm saying? Because she rolling with the A now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, them dudes, man, y'all stay out our comments, man.
Hey man, but anyway, man, game three. So things we have to do to get going in game 3, and then we're gonna move on, man, because we got a special guest we need to bring in. Game 3, man. What are things we need to get done for game 3?
I say, man, we need to take advantage of the energy that the crowd's gonna give us, man. Jalen Johnson, you need to come through. No, you need to come through. CJ, keep doing what you're doing. Kuminga, keep up the consistency, and just don't back down. We need to get some offensive rebounds. We need to hit our shots, and we need to take advantage of the home crowd energy, man. We got the advantage now. You have nothing to lose. Don't put any pressure on y'all. It's no expectations, y'all. We playing with house money. We playing with house money. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Listen, your favorite routine that you do before every game, man. Your favorite place to eat, your favorite bed to sleep in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that make you feel good at home, it's time to embrace all that love at home. Bring it to the court. This the time y'all been waiting on. All y'all Atlanta Hawks that went through all the struggles and the pain, losing year in, year out, getting beat in the play-in, saying you want to see what it's like in State Farm Arena for the playoffs. This is your moment. Jalen Johnson, this is your moment. Nikhil Alexander Walker, this is your first year with the Hawks, but this is your moment for being one of the main guys. This is your moment. Come out, play, show the hometown who really doing it for. Send them Knicks fans home crying, sick, mad, and upset, because I will tell you this. As much trash as I'm talking about the Knicks, them boys are not going to back down. Jalen Brunson is not backing down. He's not going to come into the arena scared. So y'all have to come in, continue to put pressure on those boys, and get it done. In the famous words of the Snowman, put on for the city. You know
I put on for my
boy,
city.
So fresh, so clean, on my way to Charlene. Let's get it done, man. So, hey, staring Aaron with the ad lib. That's right, yeah. One day we gotta tell that Jeezy and Norway story.
That'd be funny.
We gotta tell that story, man. But look,
Jesus
we
cool
finna go
hell.
to a break. When we come back, man, we're gonna have a special guest. We're gonna read some comments, and then we're gonna
Shawty Slim in the building. What up?
Shawty Slim.
So you mean to tell me they have an Atlanta Falcon party here at the Blue Flame?
Yes, they having a Falcons party at the Blue Flame.
What?
Hey, bro, they're not gonna let you in. You gotta have Falcons gear. That's why I brought me a Falcon hat.
Man, I ain't putting no Falcon nothing on, player. That's me. I'm Pittsburgh Steeler all day. Steeler Mike. That's what they call me.
Okay.
That's what you know me for.
Okay.
ATL all day.
Okay, well let's see if you get in. Come on.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where you going, Les?
I'm going in the party.
What you got going on? No,
Hey.
It's the Falcons party.
But I'm still a Mike. I roll with the water boy.
I don't know nothing about
What
it.
you gonna do?
I told you. That's why I brought my Falcon and she let me in.
What you gonna do?
What I'm gonna do? Rise up, baby, rise up. In the blue flames, chilling with my boys with the Falcons, baby. Yeah, Falcon tailgate in the flame, baby. Yeah. Rise up. Rise up. Tell them Tokyo, show Tokyo. Rise up.
Oh boy.
That's a tailgate.
I told you.
I love the Falcons. You told
you, boy.
You told me.
I told you, boy. Hey, look, check this out. So, you rocking with the Falcons now?
Tokyo gonna be playing with the Falcons?
No.
Falcons. Go Steelers!
Ready to come back in?
Yeah.
Shout out to our boy Stiller Mike because even though he hates the Falcons, he is a big time Atlanta Hawks fan. So he been in the chat going crazy, man. So look, that's all. You didn't know he was a Hawks fan?
I didn't know. Let me ask you a question.
What?
Our homie and Doug got a football sign by him. Did he get the football?
No, I left it here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I left it here for him to pick up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I told you. I said, yeah, I'm putting the football right over here.
I didn't hear you.
It's all good, man.
All right.
It's all
Well,
good.
he need to come pick up the football.
It's to be expected.
Okay.
It's to be expected, man. Hey, listen, man, we're going to go to some comments, man. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Let's go, Aaron. Let's pull up some comments, man. See who been saying what. Man, so Atlanta good folks 404 said Atlanta would not move on from James Pearce Jr. Too much upside to give up on, but he will be on thin ice.
I agree with that. But hey, we're gonna put the okay. Aaron doing some new stuff.
Yeah, go ahead. Come on, let's keep going. Yo, so Dogs 1988 said the league might still suspend him for a couple games.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think we're expecting the same thing. We know how the NFL gets down, the way they feel about black eyes on the league and different things of that nature, and especially the nature of the incident. David Parker 9069 said we need a left tackle. Talking about the draft. Don't worry.
Click over there, Aaron.
Yeah. We gonna get into the draft as well.
So we did recently sign. No, we signed the right tackle from
the Chiefs.
From the Chiefs, but hey, we still got Jake Matthews, man. I'm not mad at Jake Matthews. He's solid. He a Matthews boy. Them boys play 15, 20 years, man.
Okay.
Each of them.
Yep. So he just said we need someone to replace Jake Matthews.
Matt Blues.
Matt Blues. Now that's
I click that right there. The unnormal.
Yeah, unnormalized 420. He said, I heard bad reviews on the MJ movie, but I'll check it out. B Rich just sold me.
Yeah, I mean, what bad reviews can you give on a Michael Jackson movie that's produced by the people that did Bohemian Rhapsody?
Rotten Tomatoes gave it a very low score. But no, who cares what Rotten Tomatoes say? They get low scores on great movies and horrible movies. Yeah. Oh, it's just a classic.
You're gonna like it. I mean, you're gonna like the movie. The only thing I will say is like it ended in the middle of his career. You really didn't see it. Didn't go along and progress through the whole career. But it was about his legacy. It wasn't about tarnishing him. So I like that.
As well as it should be. We got enough people in Oprah doing a good job of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is what it is. DMW Britain, he said, I'm expecting a big game from Nah tonight. We need it. Because like I say, man, CJ can fill up the stat sheet, but I don't think we need to have to depend on CJ to put up 36. What did he put up last? No, 32 every single night. That's not the recipe we need. We've gotten this far about the spreadsheet being equal. You know what I'm saying? Being spread around 20 here, 20-something there, 20-something there, 19 here, 18 here, off the bench, 17 here, 18 here. Like, we need to be able to continue to spread.
I didn't realize CJ had them handles like that, bro. CJ got some handles, man. He can really handle that ball. He's quick with it, bro.
Dog, let me tell you, man, him and Dame Lillard were a force to be reckoned with. They just didn't win it all. But man, the two of them together, they stayed in the playoffs. Like they were a force to be reckoned with. I think like because Dame is Dame time. Sometimes in I won't say most people, some people mind. I think Dame gets thought of first when you think of the two of them. But CJ McCollum, he always been a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, he always been a force. What else we got? So Devon Ambitious said Hawks need to get them bum ass Knicks. I agree.
Need to get them.
I agree, man.
Caw.
Yeah. So Megatron
You late,
said James
Megatron.
Pearce Jr. charges got dropped. Man, don't tell him he late, man.
He late.
It's all good.
He late to the party.
Man, but listen, he's in our party.
We already said happy birthday.
But he can't be late.
We already sung happy birthday.
But
The
he can't
cake has
be
been
late.
eaten.
It don't matter.
The ice cream has been tasted.
Are the drinks still there?
Yes.
Because that's all people care about.
You're right. Here's a drink to you, bro.
That's all people care about. Go ahead, B. Rich. You good. You good at doing that.
Caw. I have a good feeling tonight. It's Jalen Johnson's night. Me too.
All right, let's go, Jalen Johnson. Then Doobie DC asked, did y'all see the James Pearce Jr. news? Yup, that's how we started the show. We actually started the show talking about the James Pearce Jr. news. Devon Ambitious said, Hawks match up well with Knicks and can beat them. Knicks are overrated.
Man, I cannot wait to see Stephen A. Smith when the Hawks win this series.
Man, I'm going to tell you something that's funny, man.
What?
Man, so not that I can remember. Maybe you can correct me, man. We've had our show for 2 years now.
Yes,
right?
2 years.
And one of our good friends, in 2 years, I've never seen him comment
Me neither.
on any of our stuff.
He just left 2 comments.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Shout out to Slim. He always comment on our
who you
Instagram
talking about?
stuff. I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
I never seen him comment on all our stuff. But boy, when you a Knicks fan and they lose, it calls you to finally comment after 2 years. Our boy Katie left a comment on your post where you were talking about the young Hawks beat the Knicks. He didn't say much. Moss B came in and said the young guys didn't do it. Old man CJ McCollum did it. And KD commented facts. Out of 2 years, the Knicks losing got that man to
listen.
finally comment.
Now, let me tell y'all something. Like, KD is like, Aaron, he kind of like you that's been around us except from the beginning. And we had a podcast for 2 years. And he's never liked anything or commented on anything.
But them Knicks, boy, like we know he watching. You know what I'm saying? We know he watching. We know he supports the show. But he never joined the conversation until them Knicks lost. I get Katie said, it's time to come from the back. I gotta let it be known how I feel, man. Shout out to Katie. And so DMW Britain said, keys to tonight's game, Hawks need to make all open shots. I agree in that. Hawks defensive pressure all game, and do not let any of the Knicks starting 5 get in a rhythm. Yeah, I'm with you, Aaron, man. It's doing something funny. Normally it bring it to a square position where you can read everything, but it's more spread out wide.
He had kind of changed the things on it.
You know what I'm saying? So Eddie and Paro said, calling it now. Jalen Johnson is going to have a triple-double tonight, man. I receive that, man.
I mean, he's the triple-double king right now.
Yep. Then Ray Torres said, Trey and B. Rich, what about trading Kyle Pitts for 2 draft picks? I like Kyle Pitts, but if it's good draft picks, I don't want any low draft picks.
Hey, I saw something interesting this morning before the show. Somebody's like guaranteeing that Kyle Pitts is going to be traded for a second-round pick. They said the guys are the New England Patriots, the Denver Broncos, and I forgot the third. Oh, the Kansas City Chiefs. And they said most likely it's going to be the Chiefs that we get a second-round pick this year and next year. So we shall see.
He go to any one of them destinations, he's going to ball out because all 3 of those teams are very friendly to the tight end. Mm-hmm. They all have offense score. Well, it's a new guy taking over the play calling in Denver, but I still believe he has Sean Payton's influence, so I expect the tight end to still be heavily utilized in that offense. So Patriots, hey, man, Josh McDaniels, and we know what Andy Reid likes about his tight end. So he'll thrive if he goes to one of those 3. Oh, David Parker, 9069, Rooster in the building. We love you too, bro. We love you, Roo. That's our partner, Rooster.
George Dirt?
Yeah, that's Rooster.
Oh, so he done got off TikTok. He's on YouTube now.
I guess he said,
What's up, Roo? I
y'all.
seen me and Doug saw Roo on Atlantic Station, man.
Yeah, man. Rooster, man. Yeah, Added Crew Rooster, Georgia Dirt Rooster, man. Let's read a couple more comments, and then we're going to go ahead. Yep. And then Dotson /ED said KC 29 pick. Okay. All right, we'll see. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, man, you know we love to bring in good guests. We like to bring in people who are influential around the city, people who are doing good things, not just in the sports world, but in the community, period. But today we do have somebody from the sports community here in the city of Atlanta, man, who brought one of the programs here in Atlanta, started to bring them up, started to bring them to some winning ways, man. We want to sit down and we want to talk to him about it, man. Like, we believe that he's somebody that you guys are going to enjoy, and everything is going to be good. He said, tilt your mic down a little bit for us. Yeah, man. But we believe you guys are going to interview. I lost my thought because Aaron stepped in, but he had to. We believe you guys are going to enjoy this interview, man. So I want y'all to give it up right now, man, for one of the coaches. You know, I love coaches. My dad coached when I was a kid, and all my teammates still call him coach. So coaches are important to me and special to me, whether they coach me or not. I just have a lot of respect.
They went to the championship, too, this past year.
Yeah. I just have a lot of respect for them, man. So I want y'all to give it up for Coach Teddy Keaton, our guy over at CAU over
Clark,
at
Atlanta.
Clark, man. Y'all got to give it up for the head coach from over at Clark University. Coach, what's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? It's the sky, the sun, and just enjoying you guys out here.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
And I had to say formal now. I'm not the current head coach at Clark Atlanta. I am the former.
But then y'all
head
went to the
coach.
championship last
The
year.
year 24, yeah, we did. We went to the championship. Last year, we kind of, it was one of those rebuilding years. We went 3-7 that year. But it was one of those times where you get that big class, they graduate, and you're going to have that down year. Unlike any other traditional program, we all know the history of the AUC Center. They're academic-based, institution. So, you got to work hard to get kids in school at those places like that. So to build a kid up, I'm what you call, I invest in people. I always tell people I don't invest in teams, I invest in people. The reason why you invest in people, you'll get the love. I feel like when I get to heaven, God ain't going to ask me about how many games I won. He's going to ask me how many people did I help along the way. So I've always tried to keep that motto in my mind.
Wow.
Man, I love that, man.
Hey, you know who you favor?
Who?
Ice Cube.
I get that a lot. Somebody said on one of my comments, they said Coach Keaton looked like Jazzy Faye and Ice Cube had a baby together.
Oh my God, man! Now that is too funny, man. Hey, look, but I love that. I want to stay right there for a second. I love that you invest in people, not teams. You invest in people. You invest in people. You build the right people up. The team will come together.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So what started you with that mindset? Was that something that was instilled in you by a coach of yours, or just your philosophy in life? Period.
I think over the time people shape you. You meet people, they come along. Theophilus Danzig was one of the first people I met. Shout out that he's dead now. He's passed away. He was Alcorn's coach, coached around the area. I always, for some reason, been a people's person. I thought B. Rich is that way too sometimes. Every time you see him, he's smiling. People gravitate to me. And I like that. But I think one of the biggest things that you understand about coaching is that the impact you make on somebody. The impact that you're going to make on somebody is almost like incredible. When you walk around, and I've been recruiting Atlanta for well over 20 years. I've been coaching 28 years, 17 of them as a head coach. I've coached at 3 different programs. All of my teams that I coached were trash when I started them. Trash. I'm talking about they either didn't have a team or they was at the bottom of the barrel. I think the only way you build a team, you don't sell a school, you sell yourself. They come into play for you. If I had to go take over a program every day, I'd talk about me. What I'm going to bring to the table, what I'm going to do for your kid. When I come in your household, I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do. In Atlanta, there's the 285 corridor. There's at least 4 million student athletes that's in that area. You can't tell me that you can't find a good football player. Every time you look up in Atlanta, there's a lot of players that's in the draft that play in the NFL, those different places. So when you see the kids that's hungry, that want an opportunity to play, you find out what can you do to help him invest in himself. He gonna create value for himself. A lot of my players gonna tell you that Coach Keaton is a thermostat. He gonna come in the room. He don't read the temperature. He sets the temperature of what's gonna happen in the building. That's how I feel, and that's how I bring it to my kids.
Look, I went to a black college, man. I went to Albany State University. We won some championships in
No doubt about that.
SIAC.
Blue Bloods of the champion conference.
Yeah, so I was recruited by Clark coming out of high school, and I thought about playing Clark, but I wanted to get away from home because I'm from Atlanta. I went to North Atlanta High School, and I wanted to play for Clark, but I had to get away. I had to go and learn how to grow up. You know what I'm saying? So being that you was a coach at Clark, and the program for a long time was not winning, how did you bring that mentality to win at Clark? Like, what was your mentality? How did you talk to the kids? Because, like, that's a hard thing to do to create a winning environment.
Well, you got to find the people. What I did is I was coaching a previous school, Allen University, and a lot of those kids, I had already built them up and be the reason. They were going to be the reason we're going to be successful, or we're going to be the reason we fail. So a lot of them guys came in, and I took what Clark had that was good and put that group of people in that can preach your message, do the things that you do, and I added both of them together, and it turned into a holy matrimony. The first thing you got to do in any institution is change the culture. The culture has to change. When you have a losing culture, I don't care who it is, if they don't believe in themselves, they don't believe in what we're selling, they believe in what we're doing, they're going to lose. Losers know how to find a way to lose. You see this chain on my neck and say CEO. I heard something from Rick Ross. I'm a CEO. I'm a boss. That means I profit off of me. So everything I do is about me. It's not about that. And when I do, I'm going to invest into the people I got around me and help them think like I think. We're going to think about winning. We're going to think about, so if we fail, you'll hear a term I say all the time, so what, now what? What's next? Play the next play. Those are the things that we talk about. We don't worry about the loss. We can't do nothing about that. We're going to worry about the next day. We got 24 hours in a day. How are we going to be productive in these 24 hours? That's how we work. That's how we operate. That's how everything I've done is always carried, even in my life. Some people ask me about, Coach, they let you go. Do you feel like you was treated bad? It depends on how you're looking at that. I look at it to everything that happens for you is for your greater good. So when that stuff happened for you, it didn't happen to me, it happened for me. Maybe I may not know what it means today, but later on down the road, I may figure that out. It may show up to me why it happened. So instead of having a pity patter party, I'm worried about the next play. What's next for me? What I'm going to do next.
Well, you seem to have a winner's mentality, and you seem like you don't take no shit.
I don't.
I feel like your personality is kind of similar to me and Trey's. I feel like you probably had some behind the scene conversations that probably, got you not there. What you want to talk about that?
I don't know if I had any behind the scenes conversations. I'm just directing to the point. It is what it is. This is what it takes. This is what it's going to take. If this is where you really want to be, this is what we're going to lay the blueprint out for you. Now, everybody might not agree with that blueprint, and I think it happens to a lot of coaches that we put up, we don't want to be out here like we're talking about the Hawks. Everybody talk about football, the Falcons, and things like that. Sometimes there's an organizational problem. It ain't just the team problem. There'll be great talent. It's teams that you see out there, you're like, man, with all this talent, how come they can't win? Well, 9 times out of 10, there's something wrong with the organization. So you hear people like Bill Belichick, the Tuna, and all them, they say if they can't have complete control, meaning that I don't want to be just the coach. I got to be the GM too. I want to pick my left tackle. I want to be able to play a role in who plays quarterback. Those type things matter because if you don't have full control over what you're doing, but you tied to the results.
Oh, yeah, you definitely tied to the results.
Yeah, man. Y'all rocking with the Waterboy Show, man. The new voice in Atlanta Sports Talk Radio. We sitting here with former Clark Atlanta University head coach Teddy Keaton. So, if you don't want to get all the way into the details, you don't have to. I mean, like, what was the exact reason? You talked about an organizational thing. Was there anything that you can point to, like one moment that is the reason you're not with Clark right now, or that's something you just don't want to get?
Bruh, if we knew now, come on now, I'm visible. I'm all on social media. I got my own podcast. I do a lot of stuff. So let's just say this. If I did anything wrong, somebody would have came out and said something by now. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution, interviewed the guy. He said it was just he wanted to go in a different direction. So, I don't know. I got a call on my anniversary. Wow. Me and my wife getting ready to go out. I mean, they didn't even do it face to face. It was done over Zoom.
On a Zoom.
Yeah, it wasn't even done. There's no other guy. Look it up. There's no other guy that went 10-10 in 2 seasons. I left Clark at 500. I'm probably the winningest coach in CAU history. I mean, and I don't like to bash Clark because there's some great people at Clark. There's some great fans, some great alumni, great people. I think they still shocked that I'm not there. But at the end of the day, people with higher power, they make their decisions, and we had to move on, and that's what I do. I keep moving forward. I told you. We just keep pushing and keep carrying the water till it turns to wine.
Man, I love it, man. So how was that anniversary, man? You just say, you know what? Ain't nothing we can do about it. Let's go out and kick it.
Well, you know what me and my wife did? We went and got us a meal. We talked it over. And as soon as I got finished, we went to pick up my stuff out the office. And we went on back home. And, hey, what's next?
Man, I love that. You know what, hey, Coach, man, you got me inspired.
You know
around
what?
Here, man.
Be rich, be knowing. I say, man, you go to Morris Brown, create a football program there, and take Morris Brown to the top and whoop Clark's ass. That's what I say.
I like, like I said, I'm not done coaching. I'm not done with any of that stuff. I'm very vocal in my opinions. I'm very vocal about what's right and what's wrong. And that's my opinion. And I tell people all the time, but you do my track record, I'm the guy. I do what I do. I take small programs that have not done well, and I go into them, and I make them good. And there's nothing you can say about that. That's proof. That's not my opinion. That's facts. You can look that up. That's proof. So at the end of the day, and I tell people all the time, they ask me in the grocery store when I'm down at the store, hey, Coach, what happened, man? Well, you need to be calling somebody else because I was taken back just like you was because I did not see that coming. I'm going through a normal day. I got recruits. I just had a recruiting weekend. I had people there, people trying to sign. And there's some people that still think that I'm the coach at Clark Atlanta University. They'll get in my inbox and say, Coach, man, I'm trying not coming on a visit. But I have to redirect them because I think it was a shocker to the world because you can't go from being that good and getting where you had to go and you've been that bad for so long. And then all of a sudden you have he got to go. So everybody thought that it might have been something. I'm about my business. I'm about work. Never been about, being if you hired me today and this is what I do, I'm going to work.
I like that.
I'm going to work.
I love that.
Hey, Coach, check this out. Me and my partner, man, we got in a big argument about this. We almost came to fisticuffs. All right, so as a head coach, have you ever used the game of John Madden to look at some plays and maybe, incorporate that into what you got going on?
Let me tell you something. No coach probably would admit this, but when I first started coaching, I plugged every play I had where you could create your own Madden
Thank
playbook.
you. Thank you.
I put every play in there, and that's how my playbook got defined. I could learn the reads.
Thank you.
Because John Madden created a space at one time where you could take all your plays and you could upload it, get you a team, and you could play with them. But obviously, the individual's a little different.
So you say you uploaded your plays to Madden?
My plays. You can create your own playbook.
But you didn't take John Madden's plays and say, I'm going to start using his plays.
Well, no, let me tell you something now. My NCAA play, my 2-point conversion play came from John Madden. It came off Madden. It's called NCAA. And every player, like the players that played for me, quarterback, guess what they're going to say? They're going to say, hey, Coach, I did that on Madden. That's where it came from because some things that they have on there, you'd be like, okay, that's a good
in the
cover
game.
too. Yeah, it's a good cover. It was created.
Okay.
It's in the game.
Understand this, guys. John Madden was a hell of a football coach, but he created Madden for you to have that type. Now, I pick up the game now. I got an Xbox. They bought it for me for Christmas. And I got a lot of free time now. I can't do none of that on there no more. I can't even play. I don't know. It's got X, Y, Z. I played when it was a little square, and I knew how to do everything. But now you got to take control of the guy.
Be knowing.
It's real.
I stand corrected. At the college level.
I don't think somebody would.
What I was saying was like in the NFL, some of these coaches have and now at this age
We got programs, software to do it.
We got at this age, they grew up in the video game era, in the Madden era. They have definitely gone to Madden to incorporate some of their plays. I ain't saying they got to still have something.
I think all these same plays are out there available for you to be able to find, bro. Like these plays aren't that much different. It's not a lot of. It's not. So what I was saying is, why you have to go? Why is a head coach in the NFL sending his guys to Madden when it's other places they can go put
guys?
No,
that's
you
not what I'm saying. I'm saying that he's watching Madden and he's like, okay, I like this. I like the way they set up. I like this route. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna tweak that and I'm gonna put it in what I got going on.
Okay, and my thing is, how do you get that done? By sending one of your guys to go and look at it.
Trey, they got simulators now. That's what they're doing. It's just like Madden. They're uploading their playbook, sending their quarterbacks in there, and they learning how to do the plays.
I believe that. I believe that.
But it's just like Madden. Madden was the first person to ever give us that space to do that, and it was like, whoa. And if you're not a video game player, I'm almost 50. I'm about to be 50 in December, and I tell people all the time that I played when it was Nintendo. And I played a little Xbox and a little PlayStation, Tecmo Bowl, all that stuff. We couldn't do none of that with our
Cap Bozo.
Man, if you look at that them things down, man, it's almost like you can practice, you can have all the things, you can find your drills on there if you wanted to. That's how real the game has became on those. I tell people don't knock it. Because you can be a good tool, and the kid will be into it too. So now all of our young coaches, the younger coaches, are showing us ways that, hey man, coach, you can just put that on there and give him the game, upload it on there, and let him play it, and he'll come back and know everything about it because he'll spend 8 hours at that game. But you give him that piece of paper, that book, and tell him to learn that. Oh man.
Yeah, now
I like that. I like that, coach. You may come to an innovator. Let's put the playbook on the games. Let them play.
Let them play.
Yeah, now that's totally different. I see what you're saying. Why wouldn't you do that?
I just think that most people everybody want to be a great innovator. The game ain't changed. It's been football, as you alluded to. The plays are the plays. And it still take the human element to execute it. I don't care who it is. You got to find the human element to execute it.
I believe that. We just had a debate on if coaches are going to take are actively looking for plays to take from Madden to put in their playbook. And my point is, these plays are already out here. They can go and find these plays. They don't have to go to Madden. It's tape where they can go and find these plays.
Do you know how smart the average kid is now because of Madden and PlayStation? And you could talk about cover 6. They know what cover 6 is now. They know how to run cloud, sky, quarters. They know how to run.
I didn't know that.
You used to could come in the game and they wouldn't know what was going on, but now they know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, Matt, look, let me tell you. I know B-Rich learned a lot about Madden because when I was whipping his ass in Madden
that's a lie.
consistently.
That's a lie.
That's a fact.
That's a lie.
That's a fact.
That's a lie.
That's a fact.
Look, it's like this, coach.
That's
it's like
a
this,
fact.
coach. It's like this, coach. When you play Madden, right,
fact.
people learn your tendencies.
That's right.
Every time I played him from the beginning, fresh off the dome, I whooped his ass.
No, you didn't.
After he saw what my go-to plays, my go-to defense, he was like that. I'm telling you, man.
Now we can go ahead and be honest, B-Rich.
I'm being honest.
You can tell the truth.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
And I'm gonna tell it. This the honest. When B-Rich, unless B-Rich could use glitches, he could, and that's why he laughing. The only way he could come close to beat him is using a glitch in the game.
It sounds like this need to be settled.
I don't play anymore.
Let's play.
I don't play Madden
I play.
anymore. You want to waste your life? You go ahead. I don't play Madden anymore because I'm not coaching or playing football.
But you used to waste your life.
I know, and that's why I quit. That's why I
thought
quit.
you went on a 48-hour run.
That's
Madden.
why I quit because
look.
I added up the hours. I was playing Madden, and I said this is not good for my life and my productivity, and I quit playing Madden.
Coach, let me ask you this. All right, James Pearce Jr. What you think about this situation, man? Let's talk some Falcon football. Do you think he should be suspended?
I kind of favor him a little bit. There's a young lady that's involved, and that's the way the NFL going to look at it, regardless if the charges were dropped. Evidently, if I'm the commissioner right now, I look at the holistic piece of it, and I got to take the fact what the judge said. Whatever he said, the reason why he dismissed the charges, and the young lady is in agreement with him. So usually if you come to that type of an agreement, I think the commissioner is going to look at the whole holistic thing and see why it was there. Because we all know things happen, arguments may happen, it may not be what it is. I don't have enough factual information to say whether he should be punished or whether he should not. I do know if I'm the Falcons coach, I'm lobbying for him. I'm using what the judge, said. Okay, he got dismissed from this. We need to walk on away from this too because he's a great player. But we all know, and we all know that the NFL is not. They don't want none of that black eye. They running kids away that don't do the right things. And if he does, it need to be something that maybe he need to get some classes, talk about domestic violence or some anger management classes. But I don't think you should kill a man's career over something that he wasn't even convicted for.
Okay,
that's
cool.
my thought.
I like that. All right, tonight is the NFL draft. I don't know how familiar you are with the Falcons, but if you had the second-round pick and knowing the Falcons situation, who do you think the Falcons going to draft with their second-round pick, or do you think they may trade out and get more picks?
Man, if I'm them, I need. There's some areas that they need to work on, and I don't want to get too far in there. Shout out to Out the Blanks. He did a lot for me while I was at Clark Atlanta. He bought uniforms, helmets. He did our turf on our field, the red field. So I don't want to get too far and deep into that and say the wrong thing, but they know they need some work. Now, something I will speak publicly about that I did not like, and maybe we might get into a debate about this, but I didn't like the Tua pick. I did not like them bringing Tua.
Let's talk about it.
I just didn't think that was the right move for them. I think Phoenix is, he needs some work, but at the end of the day, you need somebody right now. In y'all eyes, maybe y'all saw that as a great pick, but I'm talking about a guy who's had concussion. I'm an Alabama fan now. I'm an Alabama boy. I love it. Yeah, I'm an Alabama fan. I'm from Alabama.
Man, we need some dogs in here, man.
Well, I know y'all Georgia. Well, you got a piece of Alabama there too. I know he's from Georgia, but he had to come over and get some of that blueprint. But at the end of the day,
he was on Georgia's staff first, though.
Well, he was. And Bad Austin.
And we went and stole y'all sauce. And he went to Florida State, stole some sauce.
Yeah, he stole sauce now. He got it. I mean, but he is good. Kirby's good for what he is. And I shout out to Kirby. He's a great coach, too. But I didn't like the Tua pick. So now when you talk about trading Kyle Pitts, the fact that you might lose Pierce, your left tackle is terrible. I just think that if I'm going first and I'm going to pay some money to somebody, I'll fix the O-line. Because I think with Tua already got all the injuries that he's prone to, you need somebody to protect him. I don't care who you got throwing the ball. If he can't be protected, then it's a problem.
So speaking of that, my partner kind of like threw me out on the bus. He picked the clip that I was saying that I like Drake London, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did I throw you under the bus?
Let me talk. So I like Drake London, but he kind of picked that clip and put it out there to be seen by the world because I said I don't think we should pay Drake London $100 million. I said I feel like we should get some capable receivers that can catch the ball and spend that money on the O-line to where the quarterback has protection to throw the ball to these receivers. So my question is, do you think that we should give Drake London $100 million?
No. No. See, that's not a true ROI, a return on the investment. We're talking about one player. The team can't win with one player. We all got superstars on the team, but you need good support role people around them. And I feel like the O-line is an area where it needs some work. And if not, Tua going to be over there with his finger crunched up again. And I'm not saying it in a bad way.
That what happened.
God take me back. But I'm just saying, but it's going to happen. So now you're going to be playing with two quarterbacks, one just coming off of surgery, the other one's there. What kind of return on investment is that? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Now maybe I'm the bad guy here, but I'm fixing my O-line first.
Okay, so look, the Tua situation. We only paid $1 million pretty much for him, and he's a left-handed quarterback, which makes me think that they're still Michael Penix is the future. If he can grasp what's going on. Tua at one time before he got injured led the league in yards. He's a dink and dunk quarterback. And I think that Kevin Stefanski's offense is that. So that's what I'm thinking, man. I'm thinking they're praying that he can't get hurt and that they can go in, run Stefanski's system, hold it together until Penix is ready to take over.
That's I know he's thinking. A Charlie check down guy, but it don't matter.
Charlie check down.
It don't matter if the guy can't be protected. It's going to come time where people are going to come lock down and take away the short throws, and he's going to have to pat the ball. And when he got to pat the ball, I mean, what are he gonna do? Run around? But he needs some protection. That don't $100 million here. I don't care if it was $1 million. It was $1 million too much spent. I would have found somebody else. I think that you would have dug a little bit deeper, and we could have found a better quarterback. I may be wrong. Tua may come out here and light it up. He may be who you want him to be, and I'm rooting that he is that. But at the end of the day, you got two injured quarterbacks. Right or wrong now? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
So was that? Do I pay you $1 million and you just had ACL surgery and you talking about what he used to be? Nobody cares about what you did yesterday. You notice I ain't come up here, we want to check. I don't care about that. Because what I did yesterday ain't got no bearings on what's going to happen today or tomorrow. And what I'm looking for is the future. And when I'm drafting, I'm looking for how good my team going to be in the future. And I don't know if they doing that.
No, I think to your point, and I'm a push back against that. I think that's exactly what they're doing. I can't say looking for like 5 years down the road, but they, like you said, they're putting the past behind and believing if we bring Tua into this system, into our house with what we have around us, he can be successful. Who cares how last year went? We pushing forward to this year.
That's right.
I think the Atlanta Falcons are doing exactly
But
what you
was
said.
Tua the
but doing it
answer?
from the opposite.
I'm asking him for $1 million.
For $1 million, I think so. For $1 million, who else you gonna get for $1 million? Let me continue. Who else you gonna get for $1 million? And I also say this: when it comes to Drake London, you don't get better by drafting players, high draft picks, having them to turn out to be exactly what you drafted them for, and letting them get up out of here, whether that's for draft picks or not, hoping you're going to strike fire again, hoping you're going to hit on another lottery ticket, because drafting each of these guys is like scratching off a damn lottery ticket. You know what I'm saying? You never know, especially in the first round, you never know what you're going to get.
Especially when you bring them to Atlanta now.
You never know what you're going to get. So you done already hit what I'm going to hit on this lottery ticket and then take it in and trade it in for 2 more instead of cashing in on what that I drafted him to be. Like, I believe you keep Drake London, who's out there on the O-line that they could bring in right now that's going to command that money or take up that money. They thought they had the O-line, at least from their standpoint, decent, but then they had the right tackle up and straight up retire on him, which I wasn't a fan of his anyway. But he straight up retired and proved to be exactly what I thought he was. Somebody who didn't deserve. I ain't gonna say didn't deserve because he worked his way into it. Somebody that didn't need to be on the Falcons. They needed to upgrade that position. So I'm gonna say that's how I feel about Drake London. I feel like the GM said this. He said, "You draft, develop, retain."
That's true.
But the thing is,
they drafted him.
They
developed him,
and they need to
figure out a way to retain him.
So I agree with what you're saying, but at the wide receiver position, that's what I'm saying. Now, if it's like some O linemen, some defensive tackle, linebackers, whatever, cornerback, quarterback, yeah, pay the man. I just haven't seen $100 million.
Receivers ain't been getting that.
Exactly. And I mean, it keeps going up, but I just.
The Eagles won with A.J. Brown making 96
Well,
million.
I build a team from inside out.
I'm with you on that too, but you have some of the pieces that you already have that you already invested in. You know, to me, you don't just get rid of them because of that.
I didn't say get rid of them. I like Drake.
Okay,
London.
so if you don't re-sign him, what are you gonna do then? You have to get rid of him.
I just told you. I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But you have to get rid of him, right?
But I think some of the some of the players have to be a little bit more of a team. I love the way New England did business for a while. Nobody really give them credit for how they did business. I think that he stole it from the tuna. And when you look at how they paid people, it wasn't a lot. You had to earn that money. You could come there and play, and you're going to win a championship because I still think it's about the team. But so many players now, so much about that money that it ain't even about the team no more. It's about that individual paycheck.
I agree.
And that's why you as fans get so frustrated. And even when I give out scholarships, I'm not paying for nobody on the front end. I'm paying for you on the back end. You're going to prove to me that you worth the money to be giving it to you. I just don't see paying no receiver $100 million and we not winning Super Bowls.
I mean, let's see.
You better catch everything.
Let's see what Drake London's contract is going to be. I don't even know if he's going to pass in Jake, but I don't know if he now normally the way it going, you know this. I ain't telling you nothing.
He's not passing in general.
Once somebody sets the market, the next deal
he's getting $100 million.
Continues to go higher and higher. But let's hope they're able to work out something that can still be working with the team because we know Bajan finna get his. Like Bajan finna get.
So I got a question for y'all. Do you sign players to sell tickets? Which has been something the Falcons have done.
No, you trying to win a championship.
I want to win a chip, man. I want to win a chip, bro.
You got to win a championship.
I don't know what the Falcons doing.
No, you look.
You've seen organizations
I
do
get what
this
you're
now.
saying. I get what you're saying. But in New England's case, and that's an interesting case because only they pulled it off because they the only team who quarterback was taking deals that looked like he wasn't really getting paid. Mm-hmm. And so the rest of the team will take less. If the greatest of all time is not getting paid like one of the top quarterbacks. Every other team not like that. When you see a quarterback who you might not respect getting whatever, or you see this player getting whatever, you don't hold in that high regard, pay me mine too. So it was easier to me for New England to pull that off when you had Brady there being the great he was. It was a good business.
I think they're building a good one with the quarterback they have now.
You know what I see?
He's gonna get paid.
I hear that New England is going after A.J. Brown, which would be $100 million quarterback.
I mean that wide receiver.
Wide receiver, yeah. which would be $100 million wide receiver. I feel like they can win with one.
You know why? Because the infrastructure is already there.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what I just said. They built the team. They need a playmaker. If they could get them a playmaker, that's the time you spend $100 million if you needed it. But I'm talking about a team that's already there. I don't know if the Falcons are there yet. We still
building.
We're still building. And then that's just that's all I'm saying. If I'm going to be building, I'm going to be finding pieces that I know I need, which is the O-line, which needs to protect my quarterbacks, who both of them are hurt. And one's coming off injury, and one's still suspect for it. And I maybe it's just me. Like I said, I don't like to second guess myself on it, but I feel like they needed to do a better job in that area.
All right, well, let me say this, though, when it comes to New England. Let's not act like New England was some juggernaut.
It was not.
Because, like, they were just bottom of the barrel, top 10
That's right.
picking.
With Pete Carroll and all those guys.
Like a year or two before.
That's right.
They were just bottom of the barrel for like 2-3 years.
That's right.
Before that, the right coach comes in, and they have a quarterback that's on a rookie deal and a lot of other players that are on rookie contracts. Right. So it can be done when you don't have a high-priced quarterback. That money can get allocated to other areas. I think this is the time that when you don't have a high-priced quarterback, you can decide to make some of those moves. But now it depends on what you're going to do moving forward. Are you going to try to go get you a vet at some point? Because you got to get paid.
That's right.
And now if you can build through a rookie at some point, then you can pull the $100 million. But to your point, if you got, like what Kirk Cousins will make, you got a quarterback making that, you can't get that money up to a wide receiver and a running back because that's going to take up about 60% of your damn cap, or at least 50% of your cap right there. You know what I mean? So it is.
It is what it's gonna be. It'll all shake out. I'm gonna watch the draft. I want to watch it because I want to see how people pick. And a lot of times those decisions are made not by the coaching staff itself, even though it appears to be. It's made by the front office and general managers and who they may like. And that's what I don't like about the game of the NFL, because a lot of times you be thinking like, why did they pick that person? Like, what does he bring and add value? I've been watching all the pre-draft stuff and all the players, the tackles, and because I'm rooting for Atlanta to go find them, a tackle, make some shifts, and I'm rooting for that because I knew Pierce was probably going to come back. It was just a matter of how long it was going to take them to figure out how long he wasn't going to be able to play. But I know they're not going to part ways with him because as soon as he part ways with him, somebody going to pay him to come do what he do in Atlanta.
I agree.
Man. Hey, Coach, man, I appreciate your insight, man. And I will say, man, I never thought that any coach would pull a play from Madden. I stand corrected.
Well, I mean, ain't nobody publicly gonna say that. But I tell people the truth. It is what it is. You learn. That's what all this AI, all this new stuff coming along, it's just been there. And the kids are like on the sideline now. You can watch a play right now as it happening. When he played, that wasn't there. We had to sit up there and figure it out. We saw it on Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Man, we could have been running the ball here all day. Yeah. Now, they sitting right there on the sideline. Oh, man, we need to get here. They got a 1 and a 9 here. We're going to go. It's just the new way of technology,
that's
man.
Crazy technology.
Man. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask something. Let me say this. Trey had a chance to meet Coach, man. I went to a Greg Street event at the bank? The bank, man, and they had a restaurant there. I think it was called the Vault. And they had, man, it was called what's that stuff we be eating, man? Oxtails. Oxtails. What's it called? Oxtails.
I don't remember what it was real cute.
It was real catchy. And we went there, man. The food was amazing.
It was.
I think they had kind of got busy, so it kind of like his food took forever, man. I tried to tell him to wait. He waited. He was mad though. But Greg Street introduced me to Coach, man, and we've been kicking it ever since, man. So man. Greg Street, yeah.
You gotta give me a high five because I talked to him into going today.
Yeah, he did. He did talk me into going up there.
I talked because I had to work. I couldn't go.
Greg
I said, man, you need
me,
to go on out there, man.
Anytime Greg texts me. You know, he sent me a player. That's how let's talk about Greg Street relations. I've been knowing Greg. I heard him vicariously through. He grew up in my town doing the radio, 93 BLX, and he did all the clubs and everybody. He was like the hottest name in the business. Like anybody heard Greg Street was gonna be in the club that night, it was on. So I kind of listened to him growing all the way up. And it's funny when I got to Atlanta, we was in the studio after we had came from the championship game, and he was like, "You from Brew?" There was some home. Yeah, I'm from Brew. He said, "Man, do you know?" He said, "Outer Limits, all these different things." I was like, "Oh yeah, man." He know though. He knew in my neighborhood where we was at, the clubs, the whole nine. But he sent me a player when I got here, and he just texted me out of the blue and said, "Hey, Coach." And I don't even know how he got my number because we hadn't met prior to that. So he was like, "Hey, Coach, I got this kid here at Grayson High School. I really need you to take a look at it." And guess what? I did. I took a look at him, bam, 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 and I signed him at Clark. And he was the rest is history
Greg.
right
Man,
there.
shout out to Greg Street, man.
Yeah.
I like people
awesome.
like them because that means he's paying attention to the street, not just what he do in his industry.
Dang,
he do what he do in his space. That's why I told you, you'll get a greater return by investing in people than you'll ever get in investing in the teams and organization.
Man.
I gotta do something for Greg. I got chills. Like he helped me out. He helped me out, man. So he when me and B.O.B. and Trey was coming up, man, he made a hater report on a daily segment on his show, and he played the song. And he even
had haters everywhere I go.
haters everywhere. And he even paid for a music video for Bob for the Haters Everywhere. And because we needed it. And he also got Rich Boy on the remix. He's done so much to help me and Trey in my career. And I for no reason. He ain't had no reason to help me.
Me
By
neither.
you telling him about the player at Grayson, like that's just who he is. Hey, shout out to you, Greg. I definitely gonna hit you up, man, and take you out to lunch, man, or dinner or something, man. That's amazing. Just thinking about that shit.
I think about it too, because when you come in the city, it's not like Atlanta is very welcoming. If you're an outside person of Atlanta, you got to come in and earn their respect.
You do.
And I appreciated that the city, they roll with me and they rock with me, and I appreciate that. And I was talking to him at the table, and he was introducing me and him, and I was like, man, we just need to hook up and maybe come on the podcast.
Yeah, he told
you
me
do
when
me
he
that, and he said, I said, well, I know I ain't from Atlanta or nothing like that. He said, oh man, you was a stamp by Greg Street. You good then. We rolling. I was like, that's big time right there. And I appreciate all that. Like I said, I love the A. I didn't leave. I stay around because, we doing business here. I tell people you can do business here. And I like it, and I'm gonna be in there. I'm trying to support the Falcons. I really am. I'm trying.
It's kind of hard. Right now, we need to support Aaron with some rest. I got him fell asleep 3 times. Over
Aaron sleeping Pittman.
Aaron
fall asleep Pittman.
Aaron taking a nap Pittman.
Aaron snoring Pittman.
Boy, you better stop. You know what I'm saying? But Coach, I'm gonna tell you, man. Whatever you do, we will support you, man. Like when people come on our show, we tell people all the time. We tell people all the time, hey man, tell us where your team playing, tell us what you're doing. We'll come out and support. So when you find that next gig, when God aligns you where that next step is, let us know, man.
Right now, I'm just helping
gonna come
kids.
rock with you.
I'm helping kids.
That's all.
Get in school, man. Just anytime you got a kid that don't know how to position himself to get in college, do what he need to do to be seen, because there's a lot of talent that don't get seen. I'm taking my talents that I've learned over the 28 years and showing kids how to position themselves to go to college.
Man, I love that, man.
Hey, before we get out, who you got? Hawks and Knicks?
Hawks.
All right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. And look, before we go, I have to just tell y'all, man. Hear ye. What you see, what you see. The Atlanta Hawks about to put the beat down on the Knicks in Game 3. If you listen to T.I., boy, you can hear the A-Town stumping. We coming to drop nothing but bows on that boy Jalen Brunson. It's going down. Oh, my. Knick fans gonna be crying while they getting laughed at by DC Young Fly. It is what it is, and it ain't gonna stop. Hawks about to win. The Knicks are getting dropped, boy. And that's the end, boy.
I like that.
You better believe it, man. Game 3, Atlanta Hawks. We taking it. It's time to have our Home Alone moment. Get everything ready, Kevin. Kevin! That's you, Jalen, instead of Kevin. Jalen! Time to get that Home Alone ready. But look, man, the Waterboy Show, we always say we represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us. On behalf of everybody in the comment section, everybody that's watching after the live, we thank y'all. We love y'all, man. We appreciate Coach Keaton. Give me some love, Coach. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Thank you, man.
Showing us love, man. You know we love y'all. So, hey, make sure y'all check us out next time, man. We're going to see how Game 3 goes. On behalf of myself, Trey, we got the great Coach Keaton. We got my partner, B-Rich, still a play from Madden. We got Aaron sleeping Pittman. Aaron snoring Pittman. You know what I'm saying? Of course, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, and Doug, Super Mario, T, Terry, and of course our guy Still a Mike in the comment section. I saw he said he got the banner. He said he was buying a banner that could go right there at the house that was right across from Pullman Yards for the Black Effect convention that's going to be on Saturday, where they'll ride by and see the Water Boys banner. So he put it in the comments that he got the banner. So he said, what up, guys? Got the banner. Yep, got that done. But look, man, the Water Boys Show, we love y'all, man. We are out.
Go Hawks, kill the camera. Pow!